Hi everyone, welcome to the biweekly press conference. First, I'm going to be going over the crime overview. So we've had a 33% reduction in homicides year to date so far when compared to last year, a 41% reduction in non-fatal shootings, 32% reduction in carjackings, and a 10% reduction in business robberies. This is a testament to all the hard work that our detectives and officers are out there doing. And we're very happy with the effort that they're giving us and the results that we're getting thus far this year. We'd like you to take a look at this slide, which is somewhat concerning. One of the juveniles that's in this picture was as young as 9 years old. And basically what you're looking at is like a replica or a toy firearm. And kind of the reason this is cause of concern, like we've seen some kids riding around on bikes wearing masks, carrying these type of replicas or toy firearms. They're very hard, as you can see, to discern from an actual firearm. So one of our concerns with this would be misidentification, either by law enforcement or by an armed civilian. Also, you have generate some public concern. They can prompt calls for service. So we're just kind of using this as a moment to ask parents to talk to their kids, try to see what they're doing. If you can, look at their phones, look at their social media, see if they're engaging in any type of behavior that might be outside of your values. And if they are, just please address that. We don't want them to be put in danger unnecessarily. Once again, we're going to talk about pop-up parties. As you know, we've kind of had these all across the city. We've had them at River Road, Bardstown Road, and most recently in the Nulu area. We've had some people kind of ask us, why are you trying to stop these from growing into larger problems, or coming in trying to get to them before they get out of hand. And the reasoning is, one, that blocking the streets illegal, it delays emergency services, whether it be EMS, fire, or us, that would have to reroute around that to get to somebody that's in need of our help. Also, you can't carry alcohol openly in public. We've had also problems where businesses, it's interfered with their operations. Most recently, the Garage Bar in Nulu asked for assistance because people were coming onto their property bringing their own alcohol and not complying with their rules. Ideally, as citizens, we should be supporting local businesses, not creating environments where they feel they need to shut down early and in order to for safety concerns. So, and also, unfortunately, several of these events have been associated with violence. If you recall, back during Derby, we had 3 people shot at the 28th and Kroger, or 28th and Broadway at the Kroger. 2 of those people unfortunately passed away. Also, we had fights breaking out on Bardstown Road. So this is the reason we want to get there and address these early. And another thing that we have to consider is that this is a resource strain on the department. So a lot of times we have to call from cars from other divisions to assist with this problem in the division where they're occurring. And that's time that those officers could have spent patrolling your neighborhoods and responding to calls for service in those areas. On a positive note, we started Metro Academy Class 63 this week. They started on Monday, which is it's a big class for us, 33 recruits, which is our highest class in years. And to discuss more about what these guys are going to go through and what's ahead of them is going to talk to you Sergeant Amanda Seeley with the Training Academy.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here, and thank you, Colonel Bates, and to the command staff for giving me the opportunity to be here and speak about what I'm extremely passionate about. As he said, I'm Sergeant Amanda Seeley. I'm over the Basic Training Academy, and I oversee all the recruits that come through the academy. And we started a new class on Monday, class of 33, and we haven't had a class that big since June of 2022. So it's super exciting to have this many that have started. And I don't know if you saw on the news, but the mayor showed up as well and did the physical agility test with the recruits, which consists of push-ups and a run and a sprint. So we invite anyone else that wants to come out and check that out and try it out. It was good to have his support. The class consisted of 33, 4 women, 29 men, 23 white, 8 black, 1 Hispanic, and 1 Asian. I asked the class, why did they choose LMPD? What was their why? Why did they pick coming to Louisville to want to work for LMPD? There's a myriad of things that they said on a range of wanting to represent people who look like me. I have one African-American female, and she says she wants to see more people on the department that look like her. We have lots of specialty units that draw some people to come. We have many opportunities of different places for them to work at. The good pay and the benefits. I've always said, benefits gets them in the door and leadership keeps them here. The respect for the chief and the leadership and the administration that we have now that has enticed and called some people to come to want to be with LMPD. Relationship with other officers, working out with them, doing jiu-jitsu training. It has also given them the opportunity to be around other LMPD officers and wanting them to be here. And the Summit Wellness Center was also a highlight of why they would want to be here. So my goals for the training academy is to attract the best, the brightest, the most diverse, and most qualified applicants. I want to provide the most up-to-date professional tactics and develop recruits into community servants to protect the city, help others, and improve our city. I've been with the recruits for about 3 years, and I'm super passionate about trying to get what we can through the door and make them the best that we can. I think that's all. Oh, no, that's not. I'll keep going. Sorry. A little bit about the process. So they start on Monday, and then through the process, we have lots of things that we do, from driving to domestic violence, community-oriented policing, and it's about 900 hours of training. And then they go into the field training officer program for about 800 hours before we actually release them out onto their own to work as a solo officer. Our next class starts in October, and so if anyone's interested, lmpdjobs.com. Thank you.
Okay, so we're moving forward with our community commitment. We want to know what the public thinks about what they think they would like to see for an independent monitor. There's a listening session this Saturday, June 28th, at the Newburgh Community Center located at 3810 Exeter Avenue from 10 to 11:30 a.m. If you're unable to make that but you still would like to provide input, please go to louisvilleky.gov/Safer Louisville, where there is a survey available to provide your input on that process. Also, we'd like to talk about some other things to celebrate. We'd like to congrats everyone here in your newsrooms that was nominated for Emmys. We want to give our own shout out to our own videographer, Richard Lane, who was nominated for his piece on 6th Division Officer Daniel Marsden. Marsden was a high school basketball player from Germany that basically came here with a one-way ticket on a plane thinking he was going to play basketball, and the coach never came to pick him up, basically leaving him kind of homeless. His journey kind of led him into law enforcement and here with the LMPD. Also, we want to recognize Assumption High School and that other school on Shelbyville Road that won state championships and celebrated with the mayor yesterday. And then we want to wish our very own Aaron Ellis a happy birthday. We're always appreciative of everything he does for us behind the scenes and keeps everything going smoothly. So thank you for that. And I'm good to answer any questions if you all have any.
I have a couple questions about the street takeovers or attempted takeovers. Who are these people doing this? Is it a one group of people that's going around to the Highlands, to Nulu that are doing this? Or what do you think is happening?
I really can't speak to whether or not it's the same people or not. I'm assuming they get notified on social media and that they show up, but I really couldn't speak to specifically who it is or why they're doing it.
And on the heels of this, the city's tossing around the idea of creating a new entertainment district, which would allow for the opening of alcohol containers, like Main Street to Nulu, 4th Street. Does the department support this idea, and is there any concern that that would create more problems, such as street takeovers?
So the question was, the city's looking into having an entertainment district where open container would be allowed. Are we concerned with street takeovers, and are we supportive of it? So if that's something that the city wants, we as a department are going to support that. My understanding of the entertainment district would be that they would still have to be patronizing those areas. So I don't know about the takeover concern being the same. I think also they would be closed off. So, but we'd have to explore that more moving forward.
I have a question regarding homicides. I think it was 51 homicides this year. A lot of those victims are young people, 24, maybe younger. What's being done by the department to kind of make sure that guns and gun violence, isn't happening to our young people?
Well, so the question was, is what is LMPD doing to help prevent gun violence or young people from becoming victims of gun violence? So we investigate all homicides and non-fatal shootings. We take all that very seriously. Obviously, and it's even more tragic when a juvenile is the victim of one of those crimes. As far as prevention, we encourage families to get involved, try to take advantage of programs throughout Metro, whether they be through the Parks Department or our Police Athletic League. Yes, sir.
At the last press conference, we talked a little about, anticipated protests for King's Day, the No Kings protests, and I was asking about whether LMPD had a mass protest plan, which was something that was laid out with consent decree, with the commitment. Deputy Chief Emily McKinley said that that plan would be released to us. We were then told that we had to obtain records. We had our records request denied. I'm wondering if LMPD will commit to releasing its protest ERP or telling us what the differences are, specifically, in comparison to what I understand was the ERP in place in 2020.
Okay, so the question was, will we release an open records request regarding the protest response? I'm not familiar with that request or the open records response, so I really can't speak to that at the moment.
Would Deputy Chief McKinley like to comment?
We can follow up with our legal whenever.
Yeah,
We're working under some legal advice, so we're following up legal, we'll follow up with our PR's office, and I'll look at that open records request. I've not personally looked at that, so.
Can we speak about what the change was in general between the documents?
We'll get back to you on that, John.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. I don't know if this is the venue for that.
With regards to a problem you mentioned about the kids running around with fake guns and having masks on, how prevalent is that problem? And is it a certain area that you're getting those kinds of reports?
I think that the question was, can you repeat it as far as, is it a particular area that's involved? I think it's something that our guys are seeing, and it's, like I said, it was just concerning to them because of the potential danger they could lead into. I don't know if it's encompassed any particular one area in town or not.
Are these kids using these fake guns to do something they shouldn't be doing?
Well, I mean, there's the potential for that, but as far as I know, I know for sure that the kids in that video were not charged with anything, so I guess the answer to that would be no.
Question regarding the recruiting. You talked about, or it was talked about that there are people that wanted to, be a part of the police department because they want to have representation. I mean, what are you guys' efforts and where do you stand with making sure that you have a very, a diverse police force?
I'll let Sergeant Sealy answer that.
The question was, what are we doing to entice diversity? I know that the recruitment and selection unit is out there doing fairs and things at different areas in different neighborhoods. I know recently they were in Newburgh and did a fair out there trying to entice people. That's not my side of the house, so I can't truly speak onto that, but I know that they're out there doing the work, trying to get the bodies in and wanting them from all over so we can have as a diverse department as we can.
What's the makeup of this class?
I'm sorry?
The makeup of this current class, what demographic?
To be specific, to make sure I get it correct.
What was it already?
Yes, sir. So 4 women, 29 men, 23 white, 8 black, 1 Hispanic, and 1 Asian, 33 total. You're welcome.
Are your officers doing anything this week specifically? Are they under orders to check on people, help people because of the heat, specifically the homeless, people don't have air conditioning.
The question was, is are we asking officers to check on people due to the heat? Obviously, if they encounter somebody during their patrol duties that looks like they're in distress of the heat, we're going to call EMS, try to get them shelter and things of that nature. Yes, sir.